According to our own national security advisor for the Obama administration, there are fewer than 100 members of al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. We're fighting a so-called war on terror when almost all successful operations against terrorism have involved negotiations, investigation, treating it as a criminal enterprise. It's almost never solved through military means. So we're squandering hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars.
Democratic Visions is handmade in Eden Prairie and Minnetonka by DFL Senate District 42.
You mentioned that someone has estimated that there's only 100 members of al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. Do you consider the Taliban to be a terrorist organization, or is it do you consider it under some other description?
Well, this is, I think, one of the fatal flaws of both the Bush administration and now the Obama administration's presentation of this crisis, because Obama, in selling the war, the escalation of the war, has largely equated the Taliban with al-Qaeda. The Taliban and the al-Qaeda have very rocky relationships. Al-Qaeda is clearly a group that has the expressed intent to carry out terrorist actions against U.S. targets inside our borders. We already had that experience. The Taliban is simply, it's a very strong group within Afghanistan that has a very strong revulsion against being occupied by a foreign power. Their goals are within Afghanistan. So to equate them or to link them is really a fundamental flaw.
Do you disagree with what's been reported that the Taliban has moved into Pakistan? And isn't it, we can talk about threat to the U.S., but isn't a threat to Pakistan indirectly a threat to the United States?
Well, I would say that the administration's policies, both administrations, the Bush administration, now the Obama administration, are taking steps that are guaranteed to aggravate the situation in Pakistan.
What steps are those?
Escalating the war, carrying out drone attacks, killing hundreds and hundreds of civilians, putting overt pressure on the Pakistani government to take steps that it itself doesn't want to take that will be very unpopular within Pakistan. All of that is going to fuel outrage rather than lessen it. And then in terms of your question, the Taliban exists on both sides of the border because the Pushtun majority, or actually minority population, is significant. It's about 42% in Afghanistan. I'm not sure the percentage in Pakistan. Is a large ethnically related group that has never recognized the legitimacy of that international border. So they've been inhabiting both sides of the border for generations. So it is true that the Taliban exists on both sides. But I would argue that the U.S. policy in both cases, our approach to Afghanistan, our approach to Pakistan, our whole approach to the war on terror, is counterproductive.
Do you think the United States was wrong to encourage Pakistan to attempt to move the Taliban out of areas of Pakistan that they'd occupied and taken over?
Yes, I do, in at least using the means that we have done, because it doesn't recognize the fact that I just mentioned, which is to say that there's a Pakistan Taliban, there's an Afghan Taliban. They are linked together ethnically. They are also linked together in terms of a revulsion against foreign occupation. So to accelerate the war and to accelerate the number of U.S. troops, to accelerate the number of military contractors is an invitation to greater social turmoil.
Democratic Visions is produced by volunteers for DFL Senate District 42. Norbert Gurnis, Chair.